Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Now I will talk about closing the point of sale session. Closing the point of sale, the session of the point of sale is very important to avoid any problem in the system. As you see here, there is a red label here saying to close in this point of sale. Why? Because the last closing was from a long time. So the point of sale is selling without closing, and this is wrong. Okay, so to avoid any problem in the system, we have to close it. So why closing the point of sale is very important? Let's have an example here. Let's say you are selling products as a cashier, and your shift or duty from 1 to 8 o'clock. So at the end of your shift, you should deliver the cash to the accountant, right? Or the supervisor. So it is the same here. After you finish your selling, you have to close the point of sale to deliver the transactions to the financial system according to the configuration in your system. So let's say for this محطة benzene, the oil station, I will start the session, new session. Okay, now say that I'm selling the things. So here in the review there's two items. I will see these two items and I will say payment. Yeah, I will complete my selling. Okay, let's say I finish خلاص. I will not sell again, and here the review is 0. The review, to close the session, the review must be 0 items. If there is 2 or some items here, I have to remove it. I will click review to show these 2 items. Here I found the 2 items. These 2 items is pending. So I have to complete this invoice, to complete this order, or to remove these lines, these products. Okay, so to remove it, I will select the line and quantity, and here is the X button, one time, second time, and select the line again, quantity, X button, second time. Now it is removed. I will go back. So now the review is 0 items. Now I am ready to close the session. How to close? From here, the exit button. I will click. Now it is loading to close the session. Now the transactions of the session has been transferred to the system, and it is giving me new session again. Not continue selling, but new session, because I just closed and transferred all the transactions from the point of sale to the system, because I finished my shift, my duty. Some other companies do another configuration. We do another configuration for some other companies according to their business. So let's say I will start this session here. In this configuration, there is a opening cache control to tell the system if you have cache in your drawer or not. I will say no, I don't have in the drawers or anything, and then I will open the session. Let's say I'm selling also the same payment, cache, validate. Okay, this is an order I finished. I can make new order like that. And at the end of my shift, I will close. I have to close. How to close the session here? First, to make sure that the items, there's zero items to sell. Zero items. But if there is some items here in the review, I have to click the review to show these items, and I have to complete this order to complete it or to remove it. So now I will remove it. I will click on the line of the product, quantity, then the X button, one time, second time, the same quantity, X button two times, the same quantity, X button two times. Now I removed the products. I'll go back. See, the items is zero. So now I'm ready to close. There is no pending products to sell. So I am ready to close. How to close? From the exit button. I will click the exit button. It's telling me after I click the exit button, it's showing the cache control, telling you how many cache you have. So there is here 3.45. I should click put it here in the counted 3.45. This is a configuration in some systems. So after I input the expected count of cache here, the option of close session will be available here. So I have to close the session. If I choose continue selling, it will back to me to the selling interface. And if I choose keep session open, it will not close the session, and it will not transfer the transactions to the system. It just will close this page and go to the backend. Okay, but now what I need is to close the session, to transfer the transactions to the system. I will click close session. Yes, now the session is closed, and as you see here, it is closed and it's giving me the option to start new session. See here, it is not closed. It's written to close in the restaurant here, to close and continue selling. It's not new session because here I didn't close. So if I click here in the continue selling, I'll click continue selling and I will close the session. Make sure that the review items is 0. So I will click the exit button, and this POS configuration is to not to show the control cache or cache control. So now the restaurant became new session. See, here it is the same. So closing the session is very important to avoid any problems. Thank you.